So,
Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. Are you thinking who I'm waiting for? I'm actually waiting for a relative who is from the village. He is a farmer by profession, but he wants to change his profession for a few years and then work in a software company. So I'm waiting for him. Sure. Oh my God, the traffic in the city is horrible. It took whole night for me to travel from my place to the city. But in the city to reach home, it took almost the whole day. Hello Sipaya, welcome to the city. How are you and your family? All are good except for me. Why? What happened? I am tired of farming. Sometimes the profits are very high and sometimes they go very low. We also go in loss. That's why I want to work in software for at least few years. That's a good decision, but there is one problem. What is that? I am scared of interviews. Actually, I'm terrified of interviews. I heard they ask, tell me about yourself. I really don't know what to tell about myself. In my village, no one teaches this. But what should I do? Oh, that's nothing. I'll help you out with that. Don't worry. Oh, thank you, brother. All right, let me teach you how to introduce yourself. Self-introduction or tell me about yourself. These two things have become so common these days and they also are so popular. For some people, we can see a big question mark when they hear these sentences because they are so confused how to introduce themselves or how to tell about themselves. You've seen, Sitaya was confident with his language, but he was not confident in introducing himself in an interview. If you are also like Sitaya, please do watch this whole video so that you will get the right pattern, how to start and how to end. What are the things we have to include and what are we not supposed to include here in this video. This whole video is simplified for everyone, and this self-introduction is not only used for an interview, but it also is used for any social gathering you can have with your family or friends, whether it is formal or informal or a casual one. Let's go ahead and have a look at a few points, the structure to follow to introduce yourself in this video. We can see the first point here, it is greetings. Usually we start our greetings by saying hi or hello. We also use hey sometimes, but remember hi or hey, these two are informal or very casual to use. You can use these especially when you're meeting your family members or your friends. But in an interview, we are not supposed to use hi or hey because they are too casual to use in an interview. It's always preferred to say hello in an interview to the interviewers. We start our greetings by saying hello. After saying hello, according to the time of the day, you have to wish the interviewers good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. If you are confused when to use good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, you can watch the video which we have already made. That is Greetings of the Day. The link is given in the description box. A lot of people are tensed during the interview time and they have no idea what they are saying, whether they're wishing good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. So for those kind of people, we can follow this tip. That is, you can use your watch to know what the time is to wish appropriately. It's totally formal to use your watch to check the time. After saying hello, you can check the time on your watch and then wish the interviewer appropriately. Once that is done, you can go with the second point, which is thank the panel. This is totally optional. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. So what is thanking the panel? If it is an interview, there you may have one or many interviewers there. So you can thank them for giving this opportunity. Like, thank you for giving this opportunity to introduce myself. You can see the freshers using the statement most of the time, but it's totally fine for you also to use it. But if you are a fresher, try to prefer the statement. If not, you can leave it or you can skip it. Next is very important one, which is your name. What is your name? You have to introduce by telling what your name is. Most of the people I see, they tell myself Sunil or myself Sitaya. Remember, we are not supposed to use myself before our name. So don't use that because it is a wrong usage. But how do we say then? Here we can say, my name is Sunil or I am Sunil. You can use any of these two, but don't use myself, Sunil, because that's the wrong usage. And next, here we go with our place. Where are you from? People might have different places, like if you belong to one place and you're working in some other place, or you're studying in some other place, there we have two different places. One, the place where you belong to, and the other one is the place where you're living. In that case, you can use the statement, I am from Delhi but currently living in Mumbai. So here, you belong to Delhi, but currently you're working in Mumbai. So that's the reason you're mentioning both the places. Or if you're studying there, you can also mention it. Next is your job. If it is a social gathering or a family gathering, in that case, you can tell what you are doing, like your job. If you are a homemaker, you can say, I'm a homemaker. Or if you're a working professional, you can say, I'm a working professional. Or I'm a doctor, or I'm an engineer. Whatever you are, you can mention what your job is there. Next is your personality. Which kind of person you are. It's always good to mention the others, the personality, what you possess. Like, if you're a hardworking person, you can say, I'm a hardworking person. If you're a calm person, you can say, I'm a calm person. Or if you're a positive person, you can also mention that. Along with this, whatever you are, you have to mention. Like, I'm a hardworking and ambitious person. Yes, you can mention multiple things here, whatever you are. If you're confused which kind of personality you have, or you don't know which adjective to use there, you can Google, you get n number of adjectives and choose the best one which suits you. Next one here is the qualification. So what is your qualification? If you are studying, if you joined a new college or a school, the teacher or the lecturer might ask you to introduce yourself. Even there, you can use this self-introduction. And if you're studying, if you're talking to someone in a social gathering, then you can tell them that I am studying grade 9 or I'm studying grade 10. If you're a college student, you can say I am a graduate. If you're a postgraduate, you can say I'm a postgraduate. Or you can also mention I have a master's degree in, you can mention the subject's name there. Here comes work experience. If you are experienced or not, whatever it is, you have to mention it to the people, whether it is an interview or a social gathering. If you have no experience in working, in that case, you can mention, I am a fresher. If you're a fresher, you can mention, I'm a fresher. If you have an experience working somewhere, you can also mention that. I have 1 year of experience in banking sector. I have 2 years of experience in teaching field. Or if you have been working for a few years, if this is a social gathering, as you want everyone to know what you do, you can mention it like this, that I have been working in a bank for 3 years. I have been working in a bank for 3 years. If it's an interview, you have to talk more about your work experience, like what is the experience you possess and your job's roles and responsibilities as well. For a social gathering, you don't have to mention all your responsibilities or what you do or more about your work experience. But in an interview, obviously, you have to mention every single point which belongs to you as you are a working professional. Next, it's about family. So if you want to shorten it up, you can just mention how many members your family has. For example, my family consists of 5 members. Or we are a family of 5 members. Or there are 5 members in my family. You can mention any of these 3 things. If you have to mention more about your family, you can also talk about your parents, their work, about your siblings, and everything. Next, it's about your hobbies. If you have to talk about your hobbies, whatever your hobbies are, you can talk about them. And first of all, what is a hobby? It's an activity which you do in your free time. Any pastime activity is called a hobby. So you can mention all your hobbies by saying, my hobbies are singing, listening to music, reading, whatever it is. But this is little old style. So the new style here is, I like watching TV. I like reading books. I love playing cricket. Like this. You can either use I like or I love and then mention all your hobbies. If the interviewer asks you more about your family or your hobbies, you can also elaborate them. Because that's your hobby, you can definitely talk a lot on that. Here comes the conclusion. So as a part of conclusion, you can conclude it by saying, that's it about myself, or that's all about myself, and then finally end it with thank you. Got it? As mentioned before, you don't have to use all these things every time. If it's a social gathering, you can avoid a few things like your work experience, your job responsibilities and all. And if you are a senior, if you have a lot of experience in your field, then in an interview, you don't have to mention anything about your family and then hobbies unless the interviewer asks you. If you are a fresher, there, as you don't have much experience because you're a fresher, there you can talk about your family and then hobbies as you don't have much to talk. You can also mention about your project work, what you did in your college and so on. Now, let's see the whole thing at once and practice the self-introduction. You can also make necessary changes according to what you are and where you want to use this self-introduction.
Hello, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Sunil Kumar. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I'm a positive and ambitious person. I have a master's degree in English language from Andhra University. I have 2 years experience in teaching. There are 5 people in my family. I like playing with pets and love reading. That's all about me. Thank you.
Thank God, I am so confident now to introduce myself. If you also want to learn, watch the whole video and follow the same. You will be perfect in introducing yourself. Got it? I hope you all understood it very easily how to introduce yourself. You can use this procedure for any kind of interviews you face. This is gonna help you very well. Don't forget to like the video, share it with all your friends and family members, and do subscribe to my channel by clicking on the bell icon. If you have any questions, you can comment me in the comment section and let me know what your questions are. Follow my page on Instagram. The link is given in the description box. That's all for now. Keep waiting for the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.